Hello there YouTube, it's Conspiracy Boy with a very small Carboot haul video. I'm really ill at the minute guys, so if I sound a bit funny on the phone or I sneeze or cough or something like that, that'd be the reason why. So this is the first Carboot of 2015. My local Carboot is still off until next week, but the larger one further afield that I haven't frequented as much lately was still on. So I'll show you what I got at the Carboot and also a couple little bits I picked up at charity shops just before Christmas. So, first find of the day was this Michelangelo. Solid head, scuffed paint, but he was only 20p. Can never have enough Michelangelos, so we got Michelangelo. This little set here was from a 50p box. We've got a Pirates of Darkwater character there. This sort of wrestler looking figure, which I imagine is one of the Mannix lines, but Carboot collectors will know for sure. This He-Man toy, which I didn't realise is missing fingers and an arm, which is a bit of a shame. What's he called? Man at War, Gears of War, Man at Gear? I'm not sure, I forget their names. This very small Yoda, who looks like the cartoon, sort of animated series Yoda one. Is this guy called Brain from Thunderbirds or something along those lines. And this fella, who I'm sure I've got one of before, looks like he might have had his eyes Tipp-Ex'd and his legs Tipp-Ex'd, which is a bit of a shame. He says 1982 LFL, so I think that's Battlestar Galactica. I think so. There's another patch of white on the back. Shame he's been painted on. But yeah, I think that's Battlestar Galactica. So that little lot cost me £3.20. The next store we went to was this one here. This guy had these ones in plastic bags, these three in a plastic bag. This loose Fat Man from Austin Powers in his towel. Don't have any of him, so I asked him how much that was. He was a bit unsure what to say. I said, well, there's other things. How much is this fella? How much are these three in this bag here? How much for this bag full of He-Man weapons? Some bots and bits of shields, guns. He also had this, which is Voltron, Defenders of the Universe mini flashlight. I've taken it out the packet and I put some batteries in and it works quite nicely. He said that there was only one of these on eBay and someone was selling it for 50 quid, and I thought, oh, here we go. He said that would be 20 quid if I could have that. The Fat Man. This fella, who I think might be from Batman, he didn't know and I didn't know, and because it was in a packet I couldn't see. But it says 1994 Kenner Advance, so I'm thinking that's a Batman bad guy of some description. That guy says Terrahawks on the back, so he's from Terrahawks. Don't know what this guy is. Looks too happy to be a G.I. Joe. Doesn't look like an Action Force toy, I wouldn't have thought. Even more lost on this little yellow guy here. And then all the box of He-Man stuff, he did the whole lot for 20 quid, so I thought, it's a bit expensive. It's a lot more than I'd like to pay at Carboot sales for anything, even stuff in boxes like that. But I wanted to do a video today and find some goodies, so we took that for 20 quid. And then when he was chatting away, I noticed he had a box in the back which had this beast in, which he said was from Goodame, something I wasn't quite sure of, but it's got a lot of wings and shoulder pads, and this bit I can't even figure out where it goes. I thought it must go there somewhere, but I can't seem to get it to attach properly. I bet it does somehow. I bet it sits like that. Still, he wanted a £5 for that, so I got that little lot for 25 quid. So I was currently on £28.20. Then my local little dealer fella had this one, which again looks like another Mannix knockoff wrestler fella. Feels a bit cheaper than that one, but very similar designs. And he also had this really big Transformer as well. And he said, oh, you do know it's missing a bit off the side. I thought even though he was missing a bit, he was still quite large. It's a Decepticon You know me and Jeff Solo like our Decepticons. It's very cool. I like this purple bit on his arm. So yeah, he wanted £5 for the big broken transformer and £1 for the knockoff toy, so that was £6 altogether. I was quite chuffed with that. And then one of the traders I haven't seen for quite a while had this little lot. He did me £1 for these 3 little things. This is some sort of little transformer. Looks like a G1, I would have thought. His legs can move. It breaks open to reveal what look like bullets. And his legs come off, but I can't seem to move his arms. I imagine his arms clipped on there, maybe. That's his head down there, but you can't really make it out very well. So, who knows what transformer that is. He also had one of these little Dragon Ball Z fellas. I'm pretty sure I sold or traded my other Dragon Ball Z one away. And this little thing, which I think is a little Marvel character. I forget her name. She's got a little bit on the bottom, so she's part of a set. I think she went with Deadwing or the Archer fella. I forget his name now. He also had this little lot. This was probably the one that took my fancy the most. I thought this was an odd looking Mannix figure. I think it's Mannix because of the 3 screws in the back. Seems odd that he's got like half a hand. Yeah, can't quite figure what's going on there. This pirate fella. This lady that he said was from Judge Dredd, and this was the most expensive one of the lot. He said that he also had the Judge Dredd to go with it and all their weapons. He just didn't have them with him today. So I bought that one off him. This one really puzzles me, with a sort of glow-in-the-dark face, the lion's mane, no markings on it at all, so God knows what that one is. Foot Soldier, I think that's my first Foot Soldier actually, so happy with that. Troll Warrior, Battle Troll, Trolls of Troldonia, whatever they're called. Don't think I've got that one. And this Beast Wars toy, which looked very cool, but on closer inspection is broken in 100 places and missing loads of bits. He wanted £9 for the little lot, so that's sort of what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's almost £1 a piece, so it's a bit expensive really, but he's a trader and he knows I'm a collector, so yeah, he wasn't going to give me a good deal, unfortunately. These are some things I got from the charity shops recently. This came from Bernardo's. They wanted £2.99 for this one, which I thought was very expensive, if I'm perfectly honest with you. They also wanted £2.99 for this one. This one I don't have. This is like the Insaniac was always my favourite, but I never had this one. This is like the variant Insaniac. The other one I picked up at Carboot and sits on a shelf. So I picked this one up, saw it was £2.99. Didn't even have £2.99 to buy it, so I found a 49p sticker on the floor. I stuck that on there. So when I went back and they had another Small Soldiers toy, I thought, well, if I pay full price on that, £2.99, then I got the both of them for £3.50. So then they're only like £1.75 each, which is a bit better. And then just before Christmas, I was in a random charity shop. They had bags of toys for £1. They were all crappy McDonald's toys, but then they had these magic cards. And I thought, I don't know anything about magic cards, but they might be worth £1. I had a look online. These decks seem to be worth quite a bit of money on the internet. I don't know whether they actually have the contents in, because there's no guide that says, you know, oh, it does. No, it doesn't. It just says, you know, 60 card themed deck, but really, I don't know if the 60 cards that are meant to be in there are actually in there. But yeah, so that was the little lot. I'm not sure if there's anything else I've picked up at car boot sales that I've forgotten. But that was the car boot haul today, guys. A couple of big robots, some He-Man accessories, 3 Mannix figures, or at least hopefully. A couple of small soldiers. Yeah. So not bad for the start of 2015, guys. Hopefully more 1985 boxed stuff to come in the new year. Who knows? Until next time, guys. Conspiracy Boy, Back in the Day Toys, signing off. Bye bye.